Hello and welcome to the incredibly influential and highly successful podcast. I'm incredibly influential.
And I'm highly successful.
You may notice that is not our previous host. Unfortunately, Danny had to remove himself from the project, but we have a new host taking over the role of highly successful. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us all about you?
That's right. So I am highly successful, also known as Maxwell, and I am a friend filling in, ready to discuss whatever we're about to talk about.
Bold of you to assume that I have anything to talk about. My life is extremely boring.
Well, you're gonna have me here, so you better find something to talk about.
Oh
Or we
Jesus.
sit here in silence for
Oh,
an hour or so.
I have thought about that. I have thought about doing that. That would be a really funny. Wait. I need to see. I need to see. I need to see something. Maybe. It would. Okay. April. All right. April 1st is on a Sunday this
Don't
year.
even entertain the idea of a silent podcast. That
I'm
is
gonna do it.
that is
I'm,
horrible.
April 1st, 2025.
It should be the
It's
first
gonna
rule of
happen.
podcasting. You're not allowed to do that at all. Off
Yeah.
limits.
I mean, I try not to have that much dead air. Um, during the show. I've made it about. This is episode 46, plus a few bonus episodes.
So
I've
you
made
must
it
have gone at least 46 episodes without dead air, I hope.
pretty much, yeah.
Good.
But April 1st, 2025, that'll be the April Fool's episode.
All
Just
right.
no audio whatsoever,
Oh,
dead air for 1 hour. No. Only the ad read. Only the ad read for 1 hour and 20 minutes.
can the ad read also be silent? How about
No,
that?
they generally advertisers want you to talk and advertise your product. Um, but yeah, no,
Well,
absolutely.
it's not that you aren't talking, it's that the ad read is just silent, you know? You could just tell them that. Just be
I,
like, it's silent. That's all. There's still an ad read segment in the podcast.
you know, you know, I'd have to see. It depends on who we're advertising with, but I don't think most businesses are gonna go for that. Just
Just a
just because
just a thought. Just a thought. You can wait till 2025 to make your decision, of course.
in 2025 we might be the greatest podcast of all time. We might be the single largest podcast in the entire world. We might have dethroned the fucking Joe Rogan experience for all I know.
Is it
Maybe,
it's
maybe.
still around?
I mean,
People are still listening to that?
I don't fucking know. Who fucking knows, man? At this point, I don't even know, man.
Got you. Got you.
Yeah, uh, I know. I heard there was like a boycott of Spotify a while back, but obviously boycotts don't fucking work. So
Yeah, what if we all pooled together and stopped listening to one of the biggest music streaming services in the world?
hey, I was always on Apple Music. My hands are clean. I methinks thou doth protest too much because I'm clean. I go to bed. They ask me how I sleep at night, snugly, and I only wake up like once or twice to go to the
But
bathroom.
you still pay for your music. It, I
Uh,
mean, I'm not, I don't know if Apple is less of a dubious company when it comes to supporting their artists, but I don't know.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
well, we're on Apple Music and on Spotify, so
Oh, awesome. So we're just dissing both our providers right now.
they love us. They love us. Hey,
Definitely,
we,
definitely.
we've got listeners on 6 continents, right? We're
Oh, oh shit.
in less
Wait, can
than a
we
year.
swear? I didn't even ask that.
That's okay. Do
What
you
are our
think,
listeners in 6 continents, comfortable with profanity? This is an important question. Is your show
Maxwell?
family friendly?
Maxwell.
There's a lot I don't know about this, you know. You gotta show me the ropes. Right now, I have just disrespected both our streaming platforms,
Oh,
and
that's not all of our streaming platforms. Don't you
well,
worry.
okay, and I'm I'm learning more about our audience. Six continents, you say?
Yes. Um. Uh. I'm gonna say about the swearing thing. Do you really think I would run a show where I'm not allowed to swear?
I
Do
don't
you
think you could
really think that
run.
I would do that?
I don't think you could run 30 minutes without swearing. So,
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
given
okay.
this show is twice that long, I think I understand what's going on here.
I did one episode, episode 20. I remember it. I did one episode where I didn't swear and I didn't complain the whole time.
I like how those are two individual things you have to keep track of to
No,
not do
it
within a
was a
certain
dare.
set time.
It was a dare. It was a dare. My previous co-host, the previous highly successful, he was like, "I bet you can't do it for a whole episode," and I'm like, "You know what? I can do it. I can do it." It damn near killed me. I swear.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised you didn't ask sooner. It's highly
Man, fuck off.
successful 1.0.
Man, go fuck yourself. Fuck off.
Nah, nah, I think I'll fuck right back on, actually.
Oh my god. Oh, it was it. The amount of vitriol and venom just positively just dripping, oozing from my words during that episode was hilarious.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I bet. I bet. If you're doing anything but complain, what would that even sound like? I don't even know.
I think that's one of our
What
better
is
episodes.
what else does it not sound like? I don't know. I think it's just not to discredit anything wrong with complaining. You have a right to your grievances. But if you hear yourself, which I mean, if you run this show, you better be, then you should know. You should know. You should know what your complaining is like, what it's about.
I if only you could hear what I sound like to myself. I think that's the issue, right? Even even though I do get a lot of compliments on my voice, right? So it's like the voice
Oh,
and the
oh,
hair.
where like well, I guess I have not heard or seen you in a few years. So maybe I've missed all these
Yeah, it
all
hasn't
these
been a year.
compliments.
It hasn't been a year. We did that Star Wars script read last year on May the 4th.
Oh. Oh, so I guess we're shy of a year by one month.
Yeah. Yeah, about yeah, 1 or 2 months, yeah.
Well,
But
I sit corrected then.
you sit corrected.
I
You
sit
sit
corrected.
corrected.
I'm not standing for that.
Fair play, fair play.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah, that's like the thing that I get complimented on the most, and then I guess like in the like runner up spot, they're neck and neck basically is the hair, because I got some majestic ass hair, dude, for
You got
real.
locks?
Long down to my shoulder, curly ass locks.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Damn.
I I didn't even realize I had curly hair until I grew it
The
out. I was like,
pandemic's over, man. You know, you can like go to the barber shop now. They're open.
no, I had long hair before I even got out of high school. As soon as I went back to public school, I was like, uh, I was just like, fuck it, I don't like haircuts. They're fucking lame. So I just grew it out. I just grew it out. It's
I
down to my
see.
shoulder.
I see.
Yeah, it's gonna get a bit hot and humid here, so I'm gonna probably get it cut after St. Patrick's Day. Actually, Jacob's coming over St. Patrick's Day.
Hey,
My spring break's over.
Jacob. I
Yeah.
remember Jacob. I still have like all his shirts. You know, it was such a crazy time. He left that school and he left all his t-shirts. And I only wanted one t-shirt that he would always wear, which was this like Rubik's Cube T-shirt
Oh yeah,
that
I
had
remember
the
that one.
stickers peeled and then put back on loosely, and it said "solved it." And
Yeah, I remember that
um,
one.
Andrew and I were sifting through those shirts, and we kind of picked them out one by one. And that was the one shirt that wasn't in that pile. It was literally every other one of his shirts. So I'm pretty convinced it's the shirt he wore
The
when he
day
got
he
on that
left.
plane. Yeah.
I
So,
I think I've seen him in it. I don't
well,
know
he
if
must
I've
not
told
have
you
a
this.
lot of shirts left. We took all of them. We did not give a single one back.
He got a he must have got a brand new wardrobe, but like I think I've seen him wearing that shirt. I think that's probably his favorite shirt, and honestly, based
Yeah, I,
obviously.
c- I can agree with that. It's
Um.
my favorite shirt. But I will say the close second has got to be that squirrel that looks like Godzilla, or it's like taking over a city. And then it
Oh
has like
yeah.
squirrel monster in Japanese. I still have that, which
He-
I wear that as with pride. Credit to Jacob, wherever he found that.
yeah.
Send him my hellos, will ya?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna be here. What is it? He's coming in on the Tuesday this goes up. Actually, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Wait, so you record these and put them out a week later, is what you're telling me?
just in case I need to, just in case like some kind of national tragedy happens and there's like a joke that I made that would be seen as insensitive.
It happens
So
more often than you think, actually. So
don't
no,
don't worry about it.
I get it. And given your mouth, you set off a lot of alarms. So no, it's good. It's smart. I respect it.
Remember when they got mad at me because I told Andrew to suck a dick when we were playing Magic the Gathering?
Yeah, I mean,
Not even mine. Not even mine. Just suck a dick. And I
yeah, I
got in
remember
trouble for
that.
that. Can you
I
believe
remember
that?
that. That
That's
was like
bullshit.
that was like 3 minutes before our staff got off shift too.
Oh yeah. Three minutes before fucking bedtime.
Yeah, you just couldn't hold it in.
Uh it was so innocuous. I told him that I all I did was tell him to suck a dick.
I mean,
Because he pulled some shit in Magic.
you know, that's that's the appropriate place. But I will say, in most matches, I do not inform my opponent that they should suck a dick. Just throwing that out there.
Well,
It
to
is
be
not.
fair, I was playing with your deck, so in reality, it's your fault. Actually,
Mm,
that's all you. You know,
could have
you
played
done
better.
fucked up.
Could have
So
played
fuck
better.
off, fuck off. I'm the
Could have played
greatest
around
Magic
it.
player.
Better
I'm the
player.
best Magic player alive.
When
I'm
is the
the.
last time you've played?
We don't talk about that actually.
Oh,
That
oh,
might have been
okay.
the last time I played a full Magic game. That might
Wow.
have been. Oh my
I, s-
god,
I still go
Jesus
to
Christ.
pre-releases and stuff, actually.
You know that means that it's been like 6 years.
I know. Don't remind me about how long I've been playing this children's card game,
I
but
was just gonna say, don't remind me how long it's been since I was 14 because I'm turning 21 this year.
oh, well,
Jesus
exciting.
Christ!
Congratulations. I recently had my birthday.
Yes, you're
Since we're talking
22.
about birthdays, yeah, I am.
I don't know about you.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
I
I
warned you. I warned
I
you.
you're the only one who who is talking about it like that. I told a Swifty fan who's my TA. She was like, "How old are you?" And I said 22. And I think just my age shocked her that she didn't have any words to respond. She was like, "Wow, you're 22."
What did she think you were
And I'm
older
like,
or
"Yeah."
younger? Did she
They
think you were
definitely
like a?
think I'm younger. I've got a baby face,
We
I'd
both
say.
have a baby face because neither one of us can grow a full fucking beard.
No, not at
Everyone
all.
tells me I look 15. It's bullshit. I'm gonna get carded for the rest of my life. I'm gonna
Well,
get carded
you're gonna have to
forever.
get old at some point. You're not like
No, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm staying young forever.
you're gonna have gray hairs and they're gonna be carding you.
You're damn right. You are damn right. Absolutely. They fucking better be, because if I'm looking that old, I want to at least, you know, I want to at least be young enough in the face that they're like, sorry, we got to card you. You know, you might have just died it, right?
I
That's,
don't.
bare
What I don't
minimum.
understand is how they card you for anything, really.
What do you
Like,
mean?
well, okay. Here's short story. It was a couple days before my birthday, and I'm just there to buy a lighter, and I get carded for buying a lighter, but the guy's
That's
like, "Oh, happy birthday," because he's checking the date. He sees my birthday is like in 2 days, so I'm like, "Thanks." Goes to show, he was like, "Goes to show I'm doing my job, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." I mean, you're carding me for a lighter. I don't what I don't know what the threshold is. Is it being 18 that you're allowed to have a lighter? Is it 21? It's got to
I
be
think it's
18.
20. I think it is.
It,
I don't
it's a
even know.
lighter. It's a
I think
lighter.
anyone can buy it, right? Unless there's like some
Apparently
New
not.
York's. Unless there's like some. You live in New York, obviously. I may have just
This
released
was
that
in
to the public.
Connecticut. This was in
Oh,
Connecticut. I
fuck
was
Connecticut. Fuck Connecticut. Connecticut
well,
sucks.
I've been carded for a lighter in New York too, so it doesn't seem
That's some New Englander type shit. That's some New York New Englander type shit. Because they're
right.
fucking lames up there. They're lames.
Yeah,
Lame as
I
fuck.
have I have to agree if they're carding for lighters. If they're carding for lighters, like the time I got carded for a lighter in New York was after my friend bought a lighter, like right in front of me. So I don't really know who they were gonna get by
I don't even
checking me.
fucking know.
They
And
yeah,
it's
they
not
got
like you look like a stoner either, right? Because that must be it.
no, no way.
Yeah,
Also, how are they gonna stop me? I guess yeah, they're gonna be like, ha, you've got all this uh
paraphernalia.
medicinal, yeah, paraphernalia and no means to use it. We've really got you. No, you don't. I'm fucking old enough.
see,
Jesus Christ.
see, here's the
I'm
thing, right?
old as fuck. Yeah.
I can make fire with sticks. You need a fucking lighter. We are not the same. I, yeah,
Well,
bitches ain't shit. Bitches
you
ain't
know,
shit.
you were at a place where you needed to. I know people who can do that, so I think I'm safe enough that if I'm gonna be out there as you were, I will have the right kind of people to start a fire.
Oh,
No matches, no lighter required.
well, now that you're like an adult, if they ever sent you to one of those places, I think it's an entirely different curriculum now. It's like,
What would they do? What would they do? Can they hold me? Can they hold
uh,
like do
I
I sign my rights over for those kinds of places? I think there's a limit on like how old you can be bef to to be sent to the woods.
yeah, I
Just
don't know if it's
saying.
a. I think it is a voluntary thing. They let you walk out, but it's 60 miles back to HQ. So good luck.
Oh, so like how many days of hiking is that?
If you're bringing everything with you, which I mean, I guess I would recommend, but also it's going to slow you down a fair bit. The most we ever did hiking with our full gear was 5 miles in one day, and it was miserable. It was the worst one we ever did. Um,
So you typically didn't walk with your full gear?
oh no, we did. We did every at least uh 3 days a week, 3 to 5 days a week.
And you said
Yeah.
5 miles is the most you walked?
Okay, we had like 80 pounds of gear on our back. Keep that in mind.
I guess, but
It was ass. It was fucking ass. But if we didn't have all our shit, if we just had like our day, if it was just like a day hike and we just had like our normal pack,
yeah,
um, like our little satchel full of shit, that was like, I think we did like 20 miles. It wasn't, I mean, it was bad.
that's more respectable. I mean, it's okay. You're in a large group, it's hard to get 20 or a lot of people to
Eight,
do 20 miles.
8 kids, 2 adults, or 3 adults, usually.
It's still pretty good. 5
We
miles
climbed
was.
2 mountains. We climbed 2 fucking mountains.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got
I
you.
I actually did another mountain. I think it's 2 years ago now. Yeah, 2 years ago
Yeah.
now.
Didn't you hike the apps?
Oh, I was going to. And
What happened?
because I was gonna do it with my mom. My mom was not ready. She was
Yeah.
not ready for that.
She doesn't. No offense to her. She just doesn't seem like someone who could scale a mountain with ease.
She what happened was she went to Great Smoky Mountains National Park with my godfather.
Okay.
And they did a couple of day hikes. And she was like, "Nope, nope, can't do it." And then, fair play to her, I climbed like one of the tallest mountains in. Oh no, she didn't go to Great Smoky Mountains. I can't remember which one she went to. I went to Great
So
Smoky Mountains.
okay, so could you not do the day hike? Is that what
Oh
happened?
no, I climbed the mountain. I climbed the fucking mountain, Mount LeConte in Great Smoky Mountains National Park. That was I think it was a 16-mile hike overall, but it's like over a mile in elevation.
Nice. Must have
It,
been pretty.
no, you can't fucking see anything because it's all covered in
Oh.
trees.
Oh. Well, aren't trees nice to look at? What
Not
what do
when
you
you
have
can't.
against trees?
It's just, it's a national park, so they can't chop down anything. So you can't like see any of like the river or anything like that. So it's just all green, and that's it, and you can't see anything else.
There are no like cliff faces or
Not
vantage
really.
points.
It's the Appalachians, so it's like, but there are like some like cool cliffs like on the way up, but from the top of the mountain you can't see anything. You can't see
Hmm.
anything. It wasn't worth it.
I guess it's a big area. They can't all be winners.
I just, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth the hike. It's worth it
No,
for like
nothing you've said has indicated it was worth it. You were just flaunting about how you did it, though. So, I mean,
I mean, I
there's
can do hard
something
things.
here. You've
It's
what?
it's I can do hard things. It's based. It's based. I worked for it. It
Hmm.
sucked. It sucked ass and it was terrible and I don't recommend anyone else do it. But I did it. And and I'm fucking cool. Everybody
This is
else.
where you usually end the story. Is you're like, I did it, and then you don't tell them at all what the experience was like, because then they would know that you just looked at a bunch of trees for 16 miles.
Hey, that's not the
Nothing
part that was
nothing new to
cool.
you. Oh, what was then?
uh it was the fact that I was in such severe pain afterwards that I literally couldn't move. As soon as we got home to I was staying at my grandpa's cabin with my uncle, and as soon as we got home I literally could not move. Yeah. And then I had to
Oh,
drive like 8 hours the next day. It was great. It was awesome.
well, you were the only one who could drive?
Oh no, he was staying in the cabin. I was just like there for a few days so I could.
Oh, so you were like, I'm leaving. I'm done. I'm gonna go. Did you take the only mode of transportation from that cabin? You leave
No.
your grandpa to be
No.
stuck in the cabin? He's gonna
No.
live like a hermit for the rest of his life. He's still there, actually. He's got no. You have taken his only vehicle out of the woods. He's stuck there.
I
He's been
first of
hunting
all,
fish.
first
He's
of all, first of all, of the
okay.
many things wrong with that sentence, there is a gas station literally less than half a mile from the cabin.
Yeah, well, where's he gonna fill the gas? He's got no car. You took that car.
And from the gas station, about 2 miles down the road, is the Bush's Baked Beans factory. So he's not that far.
So
Okay.
you've left your grandpa to eat nothing but baked beans and gas station food for the past
Well,
year.
well,
Is that what
second
you're
of all,
saying?
second of all, it was my uncle. Third of all, he had
Well,
his car. He was living there. I was just stopping there for a few days because I was going on to go to my dad's house, which was like another 4 or 5 hours uh, east down in South Carolina. And fourth of all, did I say third of all? Fourth of
I
all?
don't
Fifth of
know.
all?
I'm not keeping track.
I fucking lost count. Fuck you. This is a fucking uh and he was in better shape than I was. He was
Oh
still
yeah?
okay. because he was
Yeah,
plowing down on those motherfucking Tylenols. Or he must have had some kind of like heroin or something.
you
For
know, I
real.
think I think you're just not willing to admit this man was the better hiker.
No, he was in he smoked a lot, so he's you know
You know, that's good. I I don't know if that's a detriment to anyone's hiking skills.
it's a detriment to your lungs. And going straight uphill for like 12 miles, yeah, it definitely helps to have good lungs. But
Maybe, but I just like the people I know who hike better than me, they smoke. They smoke quite a bit. They smoke more than I do, probably. But they can fucking hike. They can fucking hike like crazy.
I guess it
I,
depends on what you smoke, because he did not smoke weed. If that's what you're thinking.
I no, I mean smoke anything, really.
Yeah, but
It's
he is yeah. He also may have told my mom that he totally got his ass kicked. He was just better at hiding it.
mm, I
Yeah.
don't know about that. I think I'll believe your uncle is the better hiker. I'm a believer.
I I mean, he didn't do it for 3 straight months living like that, you know? I just hadn't done it in a while. I just hadn't well, no, I had been hiking. I just here where I live, it's flat. It is mostly just flat, barely any gain or loss elevation wise. It's like you'll maybe gain less than like a dozen feet in a mile,
Yeah,
right?
you could see to the other end of your town or something, right?
Pretty much, yeah. And uh, that sucks, right? Like you're not gonna get any training for the Appalachian Trail on that. So I think that's why it kicked my mom's ass. And to be fair, literally the thought process for when we did Mount LeConte, I was like, I bet I could climb that. And he's like, all right, bet, let's do it.
Nice. That's a good man right there.
He's very spontaneous like that. My uncle. He's just like, yeah, let's go, let's do it. Hell yeah,
I respect that.
yeah. He's great. I love my uncle. He
Good for you.
hopefully, if he is listening to this, that's the message I want to give is is I love you. We're never doing that again. Oh my god. Oh my
Mhm.
god. The amount of pain that I was in. Uh, it's like the localized amount of pain for being hit in the balls, but like everywhere, all over your body, all the time. It was terrible.
Yeah, I I don't know. I thought you talk about all this time you were in the woods when you were 14. What happened to the 14-year-old
13,
Kale
13-year-old.
13-year-old? Do you think 13-year-old Kale Clugston would kick 20-year-old
Depends which
Clugston's ass?
depends how many months in you're talking.
Okay, you leaving your program after
No,
you've done it all.
absolutely not. Absolutely not. He was
No.
120 pounds, still about my height. Uh yeah, he was 120 pounds and had been hiking like about 20 miles a week every with packs every week for
Sounds like
95 days.
he knows how to handle it.
Yeah,
Not gonna say.
I hadn't done a full pack hike in 5 years by the time I was doing Mount LeConte.
Uh,
5 fucking years, half a
so
decade.
so 13-year-old you might have had a little more experience under their belt, you might say.
If we were comparing like my first mountain there versus me doing that mountain in 2020, 2021,
Hmm.
uh absolutely no contest. I would have blown him out of the water. Uh
Okay. What if you took the
cuz
gear off? Come on, you gotta give him a
oh no,
chance.
no gear, no gear. This was no gear versus no gear.
Okay.
The mountain I climbed in 2021. I think that was the tallest one I ever did. So like based on
Oh
like
shit.
from ground to top, I think that was the tallest one I've ever done.
Okay.
But I'm not entirely sure. You might not be able to quote me on that.
Hmm.
But like the mountain I did there was the first one I did. That was the smallest of the. There was like 3 big ones, and if you did them all in a week, and there was like 10, 20 miles between each of them, right?
Good for you.
No, I
If you
didn't
did.
fucking do that. I didn't
If you
fucking do
did.
that. Nobody did that. Nobody did that.
If nobody.
No, not while I was there. Nobody even came close to doing that. It was like the most impressive thing you could ever fucking do. If you could hike one mountain and then the next day hike 10 miles to get to the next mountain with packs. Then go all the way up the mountain the next day. Come back down same day. Next day hike all the way to the last one, climb all the way up, and then come all the way back down. Absolutely, you would be in so much pain.
Yeah,
It
I
would
would
be
probably
terrible.
do one at a time
Well, you'd have to
myself.
do it all in a week. You'd have to do it all in a week, or else it wouldn't count.
Well,
Yeah, it was. It's not impossible, but you couldn't get in that good of a shape in 3 months. You would
I'll
have to do that.
I'll throw it in my bucket list. How about that?
It's in my bucket list, but yeah, no, I don't
Nice.
think you could. I genuinely do not.
Well, we'll see.
Unless you only brought like the stuff you needed for 1 week instead of all the shit you needed for being there the whole time.
But yeah.
Because I was bringing shit that was weighing me down a lot. But
Hmm.
yeah, the 3-peak challenge is what we call it. I don't think a 3-peak is possible for the kids. I think if you were an adult going there, I think it would be possible.
Okay. Well, as we've established, I am definitely an adult.
I mean, well, to be fair, I don't know that you're not 3 kids in a trench coat.
Oh yeah?
I
I
don't
think
know
you've seen
that.
a lot of me in our time together.
Oh,
You can definitely confirm. I've
very
seen
poor choice of words.
well,
Very poor.
I can confirm you are not 3 kids in a trench coat. Maybe 4.
Did you take your shirt off when we went to the pool?
Yeah,
Hmm.
like everyone else did. Did you
Yeah, I
take your
guess.
shirt off
Well, we
in
never
the
went to
back
an out.
door, in the backyard, though anywhere for that matter?
You're
What
damn right
is
I did.
what is up with all these instances of you not having a shirt on in the
I'm.
times I've seen you?
I don't. If it weren't for the fact that I'm in my basement and it's fucking cold and I'm on a leather chair, I would be shirtless right now. I'd be pantsless right now.
Well, you know, it's at least good to know you aren't right now.
I don't remember which episode, but
Provide some comfort to our listeners out there. This man you've been listening to has actually been wearing pants and a shirt. You
well,
know,
not pants,
you
shorts.
don't know these things. You don't know these things. Joe Rogan probably has gone a few podcasts completely shirtless. Let's not put it past him,
Well, no,
right?
he films them all in video. He has the video recording of it every time. We've
Every
never done
time.
one. Yes, every time. We've never done one with video.
Boring.
So
Where's the mystery? You know, I like the uncertainty. Like, what are they wearing a shirt or are they not? That's just kind of the appeal of podcasts, in my opinion.
before we go to the ad read, because we do have to do that,
Okay.
I will say there have been a few episodes. I don't remember which ones specifically. So you do get that mystery in there, but there have been a
Hmm.
few episodes where I filmed them completely naked.
Oh, 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 that's what you want to end on too? What the hell?
And I'll just
That's
leave you to ponder that while we go into the ad read.
all right then.
Stay tuned. This episode has been generously sponsored by skunknuggetparenting.com, run by my own talented mother. Parenting is hard. Sometimes kids and parents are like night and day. It can be very hard to get on the same page with them, and a lot of parents have anxiety that maybe they're doing it all wrong. Luckily, there is a service out there that can help. Skunk Nugget Parenting Solutions is a company that provides parent coaching services, resource referrals, and psychological profiling, along with 24/7 phone and text access in an all virtual program. Plus, the first consultation is free. In order to get this amazing service, please visit skunknuggetparenting.com. That is skunknuggetparenting.com. Thank you to Skunk Nugget Parenting Solutions for sponsoring this episode. Thank you all for listening. And now, back to the podcast. Hello, welcome back to the show. Thank you for staying tuned. Let's
So
change
we're just
topic.
gonna let that hang. Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah,
You know, let's all put that image in the like out of our heads. Let's just completely remove it from our heads. Let's just forget
yeah,
everything that happened in the last minute before that ad read.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it was in my bedroom, right? At least it wasn't in like a common area of my house,
Yeah,
completely
you'd
naked.
be like, I'm in the library. I am completely naked, and you are listening to my.
All right, we need to move away from this. We need to
All
move
right,
away from
all right,
this.
all right, all right. You pick the topic then.
All right. So I've got a question for you. Since you are a New York native,
Yeah,
Manhattan native, if I
that's
recall correctly.
that's correct.
Um, and now you've moved out of the city, right?
Yeah, currently.
Okay. If you were to be living in, if you were to buy a house, I mean, obviously you can't afford to because it's fucking 2023 and everything's terrible. But if you were to,
Well, it's not
like,
all terrible. I mean, housing is not a perfect situation, but go
no,
on, go on, go on.
if you were to move into a new house, all by yourself, and you went in and checked the attic, would you rather find 1,000 roaches or one human person living in the attic?
Probably one human person.
Does it depend on who the human person is?
It really does not. It it's really a human or 1,000 roaches.
I mean, I would figure that you would be more amicable to the roaches, considering, like, rats and roaches are like your bread and butter from
You know how
New
much,
York City.
yeah, do you know how much I hate dealing with one of those things, let alone 1,000? And how often I deal with one human being on a constant basis when walking around the city?
But all right, if
It's
there's a
night and
human
day.
person hiding in your attic,
Yeah.
obviously this human person is sketchy as
Well,
fuck.
you've pre-established that I'm from the city. I live in Manhattan. There are people everywhere that you see everywhere that do things all the time that probably would not be, you know, what I would consider appropriate in my own home setting, but it's still better than fucking roaches. I don't
All
think you've
right,
spent enough time around roaches. What are you gonna tell me in this same hypothetical situation you would take 1,000 roaches over a singular human being to find? You must hate people and like roaches more than people, if
all
this
right,
is
all
what
right.
you're implying. No,
How
no,
about
no, no, no.
50 rats? 50 rats versus 1,000 roaches.
Well, I guess 50 rats.
100 rats versus 1,000
It's
roaches.
a lot of fucking roaches, man.
It's
I
a
don't
lot of
know.
fucking rats.
Well, I don't know. Roaches are like a bigger problem. They're the worst. They're the absolute worst. Are
So,
we?
so you really don't like bugs, I guess is the question.
Well, I don't fear them, but I don't like them. I would definitely prefer a singular human being to 1,000 roaches.
All right, how about a
Like,
whole homeless family? Like 7 people in
it's
your attic.
still, it's still better than roaches. This is like, this is really the lowest bar you could set for an alternative to anything, really, is 1,000 roaches. It is just like the bottom.
50 roaches, one human person.
It's 50 roaches is still a lot. I'm still gonna go with the one person.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
you're really scared of roaches, man.
I'm
Damn.
not scared of them. They just suck. Like you try getting rid of 1,000 roaches, let alone 50. It's
I,
I
yeah.
try getting rid of one and I'm already like this was a strenuous task. Half the times I'm getting rid of these roaches. I hate that we keep coming back to this, but I'm naked because it's in the bathroom. And it, and it's and that's not fun. It's not fun at all. It's enough dealing with a roach. It's another dealing with a roach naked. I would rather deal with a human being naked than a roach. Maybe.
Well, if you
Maybe
deal with
that's
a
a different
human being,
story.
if you deal with a human being naked, that might be a fun time. that might go somewhere.
I think I'm good on that end, actually.
So, okay. What if it's like a really handsome homeless person, like a hockey player,
I thought you
right?
were gonna say roach for a second.
What if it's a really handsome roach?
Roach, yeah.
All right,
Uh,
1,000 roach-sized humans or one human-sized roach?
Maybe a human-sized roach because
Really,
I'm
really.
I'm bigger than most humans, so
Did you hit a growth spurt? You were only like 5'10" last I saw you.
Oh, really? Yeah, I guess I'm a little taller than that.
Lucky bastard. I haven't grown since then. My feet have. I'm a
Your
size
feet have.
13. I'm a size 13 or a 12 wide. I got
Well,
big fucking feet.
wow. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't have for my height is
Yeah,
big feet. I got pretty small feet for my height.
yeah.
But yeah, I grew up a bit. I'm like 6'1".
I see, I
So,
see. It sucks not being the deep voice person or the tall person on the podcast anymore. Cause my last co-host was like 5'8", and I'm like 5'10",
oh,
and
okay.
and now I'm
You had a
the
lower
high pitched
pitch?
person. Yeah,
Oh,
oh yeah,
shit.
oh yeah. I was the deep voice person. He had a nasal quality about him.
I see. I
Yes,
see.
but
Well,
yeah. Now look at me. My how the mighty have fallen.
yeah,
For
you
real.
you are about the same. 5'10" you as last week.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's all in the perspective. It's all in the comparison. That you're that's I mean that's just how we that's just facts. That's just a psychological fact, right? That's the
Does
only
it have
thing
to
we
be
know how.
psychological?
Well,
I'm
yeah, that's
confused. What makes it psychological?
that's the only thing. That's the
I
only
think
way
it's
we
just a
know how.
fact.
Well, no, that's the only way we know how big things are is by comparing them to something else, right?
Yeah, like a metric system,
No,
right?
that's how our eyes work, right? Because we have two of them. That's how depth perception works. Is one of them, one eye sees it and another eye sees it, and they compare how it looks to give us 3D vision, and that's just facts. There you go. That's a fun fact for you.
Well, I think that's more for depth. I mean, it also accounts for height, but I think the focus there is on depth, you
Well, it
know.
it also works for height, right? Because like if you see a tall person in a white room, just nothing else discernible in the room, you have no method of like knowing how big that person is. They could be like 3 feet tall for all you know. But if
I
you have a
mean,
tall person next to a short person, then you can be like, oh, that one's taller. And that's just how the world works.
I
We get
guess.
we
I mean,
get
I feel
very
like I've
deep
seen
on
it.
this podcast.
I feel like I've seen enough people that I would know, okay, this is probably like not like just looking at them, right? Like
if
I
you
can use that person to gauge how tall they are. Like if their
if so
legs
if you
look
saw
short,
so if you saw a photo of someone with nothing else around, just the person, you'd be able to tell how tall they are.
I mean, it wouldn't be accurate, but probably, yeah.
I think that's cap. I think that's cap because I think there's a lot of people who look like they could be tall, but they're just like somebody grabbed like the image size handles and just like shrunk them. So it's like same scale, but like smaller.
Yeah, but how often is that gonna happen? That you're gonna like literally go into After Effects and shrink someone and then
No,
ask
I'm
somebody,
talking about
and
like
then
that's what they look like. I'm talking
and then
about
when
like
you do that, like aren't they just still the same height? You just shrunk the photo, you know?
no,
Like
no, I'm
everything about them proportionally would still be the same.
no, I meant that more as a metaphor. I'm talking about like if someone looks tall but they're short, right? They look like if you took the picture of them and shrunk them with the size handles. That's what I meant. I didn't mean that like literally. I meant that like
Okay,
yeah, they're just
maybe.
same proportions but smaller. That's yeah. That's more what I was thinking. But yeah,
All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe that should be an activity next time. You give me a bunch of
that
people.
that doesn't work as an audio bit. Having run a podcast for the
Yeah, I
last
will give
year.
them a very ample description. Uh,
um
you've been doing this for a year?
the first almost year. The first episode went up on April 26th,
Wow.
2022. Yeah.
What are some of your favorite subjects to cover in your
Um
1 year of podcasting?
I like to be able to go and see movies and make it a business expense. Because movie tickets are fucking expensive. So I
You
like to do
know,
that.
that's that's fair. I mean, it kind of sucks because then sometimes they're an expense, and then they were just like an expense of your time too,
Oh
and
yeah,
and
every
also your
single
money.
I don't think we've seen a movie for the podcast that was that I still would have seen it, but like I don't think I really enjoyed my time going to see them in every single
Really? Really,
uh,
all of them? I mean, I won't say I enjoyed every movie I've watched going to a theater, but I can say I've at least enjoyed my time being in the theater watching that movie.
okay, that true. That is probably true, but I wouldn't so of most of the movies that we've seen, if not all of them, I think they were Marvel movies. I think I went through this every
You
time.
gotta you gotta expand your horizons.
I go and see other movies. I do, but it's the only one that we can really talk about because my old co-host didn't really get out much. He,
Oh,
he wasn't really into
my
uh,
roommate's
that many other movies.
my roommate's like that. He also has got a one-track mind for Marvel movies.
Yeah,
But
we so um
we can be a little more cultured than that.
I
Talk about
one would
big
hope.
blockbuster movies. I mean, the theaters are not giving us a lot of options. Like,
No, not especially.
it's a
I
fight between Quantumania and Cocaine Bear. What are these titles, you know? What are these names to try and get you into the theater?
yeah. So the three movies that we've seen on the podcast budget was
Okay.
most recently it was Quantumania, and that was ass. It was Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and that was ass. And it was Thor Love and Thunder, and that was really ass.
Wow. A whole year and it's three Marvel movies.
Okay. Again, those are the
You
only
weren't
ones we
lying.
saw on the
You weren't
budget.
lying.
Those are the
That's
only ones we
crazy.
saw on the budget. We don't get that much money per week, okay?
That's fine. That's fine. I'm just surprised that they were all, as you described, just Marvel movies.
I tried to get him to go and see a couple of other movies,
Hmm.
but he
I'm sure you
never
did your
found
best.
time. Yeah, I
Well,
tried a little bit.
well, what did he think about those movies? Like,
Uh,
I get your opinion, but I wonder what his is because, you know, you watched Thor, and then I mean, I did it too, but you decide to watch the other two movies that come after it. I'm just saying.
it helps that I didn't have to take it out of my own pocket to go and see
Oh,
those.
okay, okay. I'll give you
It
that. I'll give
yeah,
you that. Uh,
and I normally I would go at like what I normally do because usually in school online, and I have like a pretty open schedule outside of that, is I just go at like 10 a.m. or like 2 in the afternoon, like really, really like times a day when nobody's watching movies, and I just go and
Yeah,
I see it
you're
then.
you're probably the only guy I would go to a movie with and have to ask them 10 a.m. when you talk about seeing a movie together.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I do that to my friend, and he's like, no, obviously 10 p.m. Because why are we going to watch a movie that early in the morning? Except for one time when we did, because it was like the last IMAX screening, and we were like, okay, we got to get this in.
I've done I so there's been a couple of times where I've gone in and I've just gone at very, very early times. The last time I really did that and went in at like an actual morning screening was Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Tell me what you thought of that movie.
It kicked ass. I tried to get him to go and see that. I was saying before, right? I've tried to get him to go and see other movies. I tried to get him to go and see Avatar on that one. I thought
Wow,
that
that
was mid as fuck. And then I tried to get him to go and see Puss in Boots, and he
Puss in
didn't.
Butts.
Puss
Puss in
in
Butts.
Butts. But oh my god, that was fucking good. That was actually really, really good.
That is what I have heard. I like to talk about good movies because it's really easy to talk about bad ones, but
Yeah,
you
I
know,
I actually
I wanted to see that movie really bad. I got to watch the first 10 minutes are available on YouTube, which I think is really nice. So I got to watch that and
it's oh the first 10 minutes is not even close to being like
well, I
the
know it's just a taste, but
oh
you know,
no, that's not
it's
even a taste. That's not even a taste.
well,
It picks up later. It's
well, I
so much better later.
I have not seen it, but I have only heard good things about it. So
It's still in
hopefully
theaters
whenever it
near
comes
me.
out, is it?
It's yes.
Not
I-
near me, but I'm in a small town right now, so
Yeah.
they
I'm going from a pretty decent suburb of Chicago to over the summer I'm moving to like literally less than 25,000 people. The high school has a population of 610.
oh
Yeah, more than
what?
a third of the people in that town are people who are going to the school that I'm going to. It's tiny.
Wow. W- what's the purpose of moving?
It's where my school is, my university. I got my associates. I don't know if you saw that.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I cum laude actually. Um,
I don't know what that means.
with honors.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Well, good for you. That's
yeah.
good.
Who'd have thought, right? Me academically succeeding? Who'd have thought?
I mean, you take that and you take the next step, the next one, I guess.
All right, Jin Urso.
I don't know.
God,
Yeah.
God, it feels so good to make a Star Wars reference on
Yeah.
this fucking
I
podcast.
didn't even know I was
My
doing that.
God,
I didn't even know. But you totally got me.
dude, over a year or almost a year of running this fucking podcast, and I haven't made a fucking Star Wars reference. Oh my
Nice.
God,
Well,
it
I'm glad
feels
I
so
could be
good.
the one to do it first. I totally snuck that one in there.
You
Well,
bastard. You bastard. You son of a bitch.
so you got your associates, you got your
Mm-hmm.
honors,
Mm-hmm.
and what's next for you?
I'm getting a bachelor's in management, and I'm getting a minor in
Okay,
psychology.
you could do
Yeah,
quite a bit with that.
yeah. What's your major again?
Um, it's human development.
Really?
It's a degree you can get at my school. You know,
I would have figured that, right? I would have figured that the degree you're getting from your school is a degree you can get from your school.
yeah, I'm just merely stating the obvious, but I mean, my options are between that and social work. So they eventually, well, not eventually, they essentially are the same thing.
Pretty
I
much,
don't
yeah.
know. I don't know, anyone who has their master's or whatever in human development could probably get similar jobs for a master's in social work. They just need bodies in that field is is what
Sounds
I
about right.
what I understand. There's
Is the
never a
pay
shortage of
decent?
people. I think it's dependent on how far you get in school, because a lot of these jobs now are based on how advanced your degree is for
Yeah.
what you get for payment than, what your work experience is like. Like you could still get paid less if you work more than someone else who has a better degree than you, which I think is something
Not
that's
great,
just a
yeah.
fact. It's just it's kind of crazy. So that's what I'm doing for a major, I guess. Hooray. And
Yeah.
then on a more exciting note, I'm getting a theater minor. So
I
that
I saw something about that on your Instagram story today.
oh, you looked at that. Yeah, that's funny. I ripped off that story from the other understudy who posted that. And well, because it's the same text I would have used, so why not
True.
just use that?
I
But
yeah.
that was that is a pretty cool thing I'm working on right now is this show. So,
Tell us about it.
well, all right. I'll plug myself here for a few
Yeah.
minutes.
Go. I
Uh,
do it all the time. I do it all the time.
all right. Well, thanks for giving me a platform, bro. If if anyone's gonna be here in like br- I don't know, suburban upstate New York. Well, it's called a super happy story about feeling super sad, and it's a musical slash one act show about a girl growing up and learning to deal with depression. Like being diagnosed and living with depression. So I mean, it's got some jokes. It gets pretty sad. It's a mix of both. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. That's essentially the plot premise. There's another thing that's kind of cool about this show too, which is that it's never been produced in the United States. It's only been
Mm.
produced in the UK, so everything in the script is super fucking British. So we
Do
had
you
to
have
change
to?
that.
Do you have to do the accent?
No, 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 we do not. Thank God we don't have
That's
to
gonna
do the
sound
British
so
accents.
fucking weird though, because
No,
you're
it
gonna be
doesn't.
like,
It's just a
"Oh, I'm
story.
positively chuffed. I'm positively chuffed. I'm going to get on the tube and go get some fish and chips." Ab-
That's not all they talk about. But, there are some things that, have to change. I mean, simple things like euro, but other things like bath, we don't say that. Uh,
Bath the town?
no, like bath. Like bath is in bathroom. I mean, probably someone here uses it like that.
I
It's
don't
just,
think British people call it that. I
well,
don't. I don't
this
think British people call it that.
this might be a little old for musical, but it's I don't know. I think it's handling of depression as a subject is pretty
Mature.
mature.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's
I
that's
haven't.
fun.
I haven't done a show since the one that we were going to do together, but then you went to Italy, you bastard.
I did go to Italy. That was pretty cool. And you got to do your show. So
Did you get to? Were you gone in Italy by the time the show happened, or did you just? Yeah, you did. You
yeah,
did. Did you?
yeah, so
You?
I could not see you in your show because I was literally in Italy.
That is a shame. I think I did a pretty good job, honestly.
That's good.
That was
That's
my best
good.
work. That was some of my best work.
So you haven't done anything since then. I thought you were like the theater buzz back
No,
back then.
absolutely not. Absolutely not. It was something to do. It got me out of rec nights. It
Oh
got me out
yeah.
of recreational therapy. Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't have to ski. I didn't have to ski. Fuck
You
yeah.
did I guess that there were a lot of people who did that. Whatever they could do to get out of skiing, which I can respect. I don't understand why that's a requirement for everyone. I think it should just be voluntary.
See, what really fucked
Just
me up.
cuz just cuz not everyone likes to ski. But what is it?
So I figured out partially one of the reasons why I didn't like skiing is my feet are sort of fucked up. One of my tendons in both my legs is shorter than the other, so I don't know if you remember, but my feet
So what?
are
Do you like ski slightly to the left? Is that
no, they're so both of my legs are fucked up in the same way. So both of my feet are like out instead of straight. So
oh,
so I'm kind of already doing like pizza, but like not
but like backwards.
yes, backwards pizza. So
Okay.
it's like that. And then also just walking around with fucking 6 foot fucking skis on your goddamn legs is stupid, and I hate it. And anyone who likes skiing is fucking dumb. Lame.
Well, I like skiing.
Fuck you.
I like skiing a lot. I haven't gotten to go in a while just 'cause I don't know how to plan for that in my life, but it's very fun. I liked when it was planned for me.
I didn't. I went skiing at Sundance, and I still hate it. I think it. I am incredibly privileged that I could go skiing at like one of the best fucking ski resorts ever, and I still think it's absolutely ass.
Well, let's just go with like most popular ski resort.
Is it not? Is it not good?
I mean, it's fine. There's just so many ski resorts. It's kind of hard to like gauge that one as being one of the best,
Yeah, I
in
guess.
my opinion. I've skied a lot more than you have, probably.
Probably. I mean,
Most likely.
you spend a lot more time in the Appalachians. I grew up in the Appalachians. I grew up in central Pennsylvania.
But you
It's,
probably didn't ski there,
no, I
did you?
didn't. There were ski resorts. I've been to them. I just didn't ski. I just did tubing because tubing is actually fucking fun.
Well, tubing can also be fun.
Tubing is awesome. Tubing is
Awesome. Cool.
great.
All right then.
Yeah, there was a ski round top. It was the place where I grew up. That was where most people went to ski. Uh, yeah, and it was I just never did it because fuck skiing. It sucks.
Nice. Nice. Well,
But
go skiing. Skiing rocks. Skiing rules.
don't
Everyone
go
knows
skiing.
skiing is a really
Don't
fun
go.
sport, very physically engaging. Got a great community of people.
Any sport is better. Go fucking I don't know. Go shoot billiards in the nude. Fucking I don't know. Fucking go play baseball with dildo bats. I don't fucking care. Just don't go skiing. Don't
Is
give them
dancing
money.
is dancing a sport? Serious question.
It's not in the Olympics, is it?
It is
Figure
not.
skating is. Figure skating is, and that's
but-
like dancing. Go
Oh, it
ice
is.
skating. Fuck yeah, go ice skating. Ice skating's way better.
I like ice skating.
Oh, that was the last. That was like one of the last things we did together.
Was it?
And in the apartments, like that was like the last Friday thing we did together. We went. That was like 1 or 2 weeks before I left. We
Oh,
went ice skating at that one place.
oh shit.
Me and you and Ethan and I can't remember who else. But yeah, that was one of the last memories. That was the last thing we did together. Ah,
Well,
damn it! You're getting me nostalgic for this shit. I hated it.
it was a good time to make new memories. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I guess. Fucking whatever. I don't even know, man.
I don't know. I think that was so long ago. Forgive me if I don't remember that too well, like you do. I was there
remember-
for a lot longer too,
How were
I
you
was-
there for longer than me? How?
Because I got at that school later than you did. That's why. Like several months later.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you were there longer than me. That just means that doesn't automatically equivocate to being there longer than me. That
All
just
right,
means
well,
you were
tell me-
there after.
what was your time served?
I got there in May of 2016. I left in December 2017. Because I remember, no, the real last memory we had together was we talked to Darren about what happened in The Last Jedi. Because Darren had gone and seen it.
Oh, I watched that in Pakistan.
Why
True
were you in
story.
fucking Pakistan?
Oh God, it was Christmas. That's why
So your mom or your dad? Which one of
my
you? Which
mom,
one? What?
my mom and I flew to Pakistan, and I watched The Last Jedi there. It was
What?
not the only thing I did, but it was among the things I did there, which was quite a trip, let me
What
say.
was? What was? Miss Tan's thought process there.
We have friends who live there,
All right. You know what? You know what? Asked and answered. Good point. Well made.
so that's what we did. We saw friends, and we spent Christmas with them, and we had a ball.
You know what? Based. I I
Thanks.
can't think of anything else.
It was fucking amazing. What a
I
great trip.
yeah. The
And to throw a little bit of Star Wars in, gotta add that everywhere you go.
did they have Arabic subtitles or did they have English
It was
subtitles?
in English. I think
Okay.
they might have had Arab. I don't know. It was the only theater in the capital. How how many theaters do you think they have in Pakistan? Not a
Jesus
lot.
Christ. I mean, I would think they would have a few, like because Pakistan's
One.
got a lot of people.
They
But
had,
in all of Karachi, there's only one theater. Wow, that's
well, like a
crazy.
public theater,
Oh,
I think. Yeah.
still, that's
It,
wild.
and it's not even like public because it's part of a country club. I don't know. It was a crazy time. But yeah, Star Wars came out, so had to go and see it. Don't matter what part of the world I'm in.
Did you listen? Were you there when Darren spoiled it for us? Because I made him spoil it. Because I was
Oh,
like, fuck it. I think you
uh,
might have left the room. I think you might have left the room
I might
because you
have.
didn't want to get it spoiled.
I I can't remember, but
Yeah.
I
But yeah,
mean,
that was the day we left. That was the day we left. And then because I had gotten it spoiled, because I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna be able to see it tonight, and if I don't get my fix, I'm going to actually go insane. So I just had him spoil it for me because I couldn't.
wow,
Yeah.
that's kind of wild because a lot happens in that movie.
It
So,
is. It is a very, very, very big movie.
mhm.
Um Speaking of nothing that we were talking about, we are approaching the end of our show.
uh,
So we're gonna do our little time honored tradition on this show. We're going to be discussing the big red button. So
oh, are we?
which is totally distinct from willyoupressthebutton.com. Totally distinct. It's
This
absolutely
is this
totally
is the
different.
a Clugston creative special. Is that right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay
They had
then.
nothing to do with that. um so basically what we do is there's a hypothetical situation where you receive some sort of positive, beneficial uh, situation, but there is a negative that comes along with it, like a monkey's paw situation.
I see.
And yeah, we discuss it. Usually I come up with it. So,
Is it like
and
this? Is it like, oh, you've got a human being in your attic and 1,000 roaches?
yes, but you have to kill 1,000 roaches
Oh, okay.
first.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is not rewarding.
Wait,
I need a
why is the
better
human
situation.
hang on just one goddamn second. Are you saying that the human in the attic is beneficial?
Hey, I mean, like, don't you enjoy the company of a roommate every now and then?
No,
Or
no,
introduce a new partner to the house? I'm just
no.
saying, people who can provide a lot. They can be very.
I will admit now you're getting me thinking of fucking roommate stories. Oh my god.
Oh, I bet you have a lot.
Was Ben before your time?
Ben.
I think you took
Uh,
over his bed. I think you took over his bed when you got there.
I probably did. Yeah.
Ben was the guy in the. So do you remember it went from left to right? If you're looking at the beds, it went Chris, your bed, my bed, Andrew's.
Yeah.
Second from the left, that used to be Ben's bed, and uh he was like he was fun. But he got his he got kicked out, like, or like he refused to just do anything, so his parents just took him out. Just took him
Oh
out of the
yeah,
program. Yeah, that was
yeah,
Ben. I have so many fun memories of just like going over to his bed and being like, "Wakey, wakey," and he would just like try and kick me in the fucking face. I
yeah.
scared the shit
I
out of him.
I took somebody's space,
That was
so
Ben. Yeah, you
mm,
took Ben's. I took Armand's.
well, there
Whatever
you
happened to
go.
Armand? Did he?
He's probably still in Salt Lake doing college, I would
Is
imagine.
he? Is he a friend of Dorothy's? Did he ever?
I have no idea.
Yeah, because I think there was something going on with him and Justin.
No, I think they were just friends. So don't
Sure,
read
that's
too
what they
much
all
into
say.
it.
I mean, I've heard some. I have participated in and heard some stories that might have, proven otherwise.
Okay,
And
well,
that's all I'm gonna say.
I may not have known them as long as you did, but from what I saw, they were
Yeah,
good.
I don't want to
And
name
Justin's
names.
great. Justin was great.
He was okay. He was a little bit. Uh, he hung out with Dewey too much.
Well, he was like my first good friend. For
Fuck you! I was there.
you were there. You were
I
there.
was your
And
first good friend. Fuck you.
who did I hang out with Sunday nights when like the whole house sat in a room and watched JoJo's for 2 hours?
Fuck you. It was fun. Anywho, you
Well,
got me off
that's
topic.
you. Yeah, I
You got me
did.
off topic. This is gonna be extra long. This is whatever. It doesn't matter. Actually, no, we might be able to make it in time. All right. You can attend Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry,
Okay.
but
Sweet.
you have to wax off both of your eyebrows every day.
Every day.
Yes. No eyebrows.
If I go to Hogwarts, can I just learn a spell that
No.
removes my eyebrows?
Old-fashioned waxing
Oh, that hurts. I mean,
every day.
yeah, it's fucking Hogwarts, bro. It's fucking Hogwarts. I would sacrifice my eyebrows every day. Also, the waxing would get a lot less painful every day. There's
You
another
just remove
something to
all
think
of the
about.
nerve endings in your fucking eyebrow area.
And
Yeah,
you know
eventually.
the good thing is I have an excuse because I'm in Hogwarts, right? And shit happens all the time. I remember reading the books and like Seamus Finnegan, you know that
Yeah,
guy?
he keeps blowing himself up.
Yeah, he like didn't have eyebrows for a month in
Uh
one of the lines of the book. So, I'm not the only one.
oh,
I wouldn't
wait,
be
wait, wait, wait,
alone
wait, wait.
in
I
having no eyebrows.
I think she rewrote it. His name is now
Don't do
uh
this. Don't do
Potato
this.
Famine McCarbomb.
Uh,
I'm Irish. I'm allowed to make that joke. I'm allowed to make
well,
that joke. Happy St.
uh,
Patrick's Day, by the way.
oh yeah, we are
Oh,
approaching
not
that too.
yeah, yeah. It's gonna be like let's see. This comes out on the 14th. Yeah, yeah. 3 days after this comes out is St. Patrick's
My
Day.
my town has an event called Parade Day, and I asked my friend, "What do they do on Parade Day?" He was like, "Drink." I was like, "Okay, yeah, no,
Asked and answered. Good point. Well
heard,
made.
yeah." But yes, I would go to Hogwarts for getting my eyebrows shaved. Do I have to ask you one now?
Uh,
Is there a big
no,
red button?
it's the same one. However, I have a counter offer.
All right,
Jedi Temple, but you have to wax all of your body hair every day.
Jedi Temple.
Would you rather be a Jedi or a wizard? I know you'd rather be a fucking Jedi than a wizard.
I'd probably rather be a wizard, honestly.
Fuck that! Hell no!
Well, I
Hell
mean,
no!
you're not you're only guaranteeing the temple. You're not guaranteeing anything else. Also, it's like I don't know. I don't know. Are you saying I have the Force if I'm gonna be in a Jedi temple?
Yes, yeah.
This is
Well, you
not
would have to
implicit.
have wizard powers to be at Hogwarts.
I
That
guess.
yeah,
I
because
mean,
it's a
maybe
blood
I
thing too.
maybe I don't. Maybe I'll just hang out with Filch and the cat.
You wouldn't be able to go in. You're a Muggle.
Well,
Filch is a squib.
he's a squib.
He
That's
can
right.
see magic, but he can't do it.
Use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's not much different if I wax off my whole body. I
I
mean,
don't know. You're
personally,
not a hairy person. You're not a hairy
yeah,
person. Maybe
yeah.
this is coming from me, but I have big bushy eyebrows and very very much hair.
So the threat of pain is probably much more potent for you than it would be for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Just doing like one leg would be like hell for me. Oh my
Okay.
god.
So maybe this is of real consequence for you. Would you
Okay.
do it? Would you do it? Would you wax off every part of your body every day to be a
Ooh,
Jedi, I
head
guess?
hair. Head hair is the real question. You
Well,
have to take your head hair off too.
the
Scalp.
Jedi are just bad monks anyways, so it's not like too different from like what people do in the real world. Just saying.
I
Just
mean,
saying.
true. But real world monks don't get fucking lightsabers. You know,
Well,
that's a pretty big bonus. You know,
you only
that
guaranteed a Jedi temple. I'm just saying.
okay, guaranteed to be at the all right, you're guaranteed to at least make Padawan. How about that?
See, you you keep adding more things. You got to add more shit to wax off or something. I don't know.
Okay, your whole body. I don't think you're understanding. This is every square inch of your fucking body.
See, I don't think that's worth it anymore. See, I like my hair. I think I like my hair and my life more than I would like being a Jedi.
Feet
Mostly my hair.
from feet hair to head hair. Everything comes off.
Yeah, I gave you my answer. I take the hair. I
It's
take the hair.
that's fucking hard. That's fucking really hard.
Yeah, for you, I bet it's harder because you've got a lot of hair to lose.
But it would be so cool to be a fucking Jedi, man. That'd be so sick. Come on,
Well,
you
it,
have to admit that would be sick as fuck.
I would be a little less cool with no hair and no eyebrows, and I would just be a little less cool.
You would just be a
Not a
male
lot less.
Ventress. You'd just be male Ventress.
Yeah. Can I get the tattoos? Would that like
No,
make up for it?
no,
No. That's
no.
so lame. That's so lame.
Tattoos
See,
are a Sith thing. Tattoos are a Sith thing. You're not allowed to have those.
they can expel me from the temple. I mean, they're not gonna get me. I'm gonna keep my hair, and they can keep their lightsabers, and that's that.
I man, I think you're just missing a golden opportunity. But
And I think I'm keeping my hair.
I don't know. Maybe I'm saying this as someone who has been bald before multiple
Yeah,
times.
it's probably different. You've lost it all. I've yet to. So
You've not been in that deep dark place. Oh, you missed both times that I was bald. Oh my god.
both
Oh my god.
times.
Yeah, because I went bald in like my first month of being there. I made Tim Congleton shave my head. He still gets like Snapchat memories from when from the day we did it. He
That's funny.
yeah, like
That man still parties. I can
he
respect the
does.
grind.
He does. It's ballin'. It's ballin'.
Good for him.
I still talk with him. He's awesome. Yeah. He comes to my Twitch streams sometimes. Yeah. It's
Nice. I like that. Good shit.
yeah.
Well,
I don't know. I think but like for Hogwarts, I think the utility. I think the utility of just having that much fucking magic would be pretty cool.
and it's just my eyebrows, man. Like we still got hair, baby.
I'm still
I
in
just grow
business.
my bangs out. I'll just grow my bangs out. People won't know.
I mean, oh, that would
There's a
look
lot
bad
you could
though.
do around it.
You would have the emo haircut. You would have the Anthony Padilla haircut from like 2008 Smosh.
No, I wouldn't. It doesn't like not everyone who has bangs looks like that. You
Every
gotta
dude
open.
who has bangs looks like that.
Well, I beg to differ. As someone who's grown up with bangs their whole life, you can do quite a bit of things with it, and you could probably save a lot of face of having no eyebrows.
Save a lot of. I see what you did there, you bastard.
Yeah,
I
that's
make
right.
the puns here. All right. It's about that time to end the show. Sadly, Very, very
Well,
sad. We gotta,
it's been a good run.
yeah, it's
Call it.
over. This is it. This
Yes.
is the last one.
We're jumping off from here.
Yeah, you make the fucking show. Fuck you. Yeah, you think you can do better? You make the fucking show. See if I give a
I think.
shit.
Well, let's just see. Let's just see in the outro.
Yeah. So anywho, we want to thank our patron Justin Connor. Thank you for supporting the show. You've done this
Thank
for
you.
months. If you want to support us, it really helps us out. We use that money. We could do cool stuff. Obviously, we go see movies. I went to the
We'll see
Chicago
better
Auto
movies.
Show.
We'll
Yes,
see
we
some
will.
better movies.
We'll see real movies. Oh my god. Thank
They're real.
fuck.
They're real. They're just like kind of in a fever dream of like I don't know Marvel cliches. Anyway.
Mediocrity. But yeah. Your support means a lot. If you want to head on over to patreon.com and hop on the support train, it really helps us out. You'll get shout outs at the end of every episode in our $3 tier, and in our $5 tier, you get to hear these episodes early and ad free. So that's pretty cool. Hell yeah.
Nice.
If you want to reach out to us on social media, we are at IIHS Podcast, all one word, on Twitter and Instagram. Also, I forgot to say it's patreon.com/IIHS Podcast, all one word. If you want to support us, it's also linked in our social media bios if you want to go over and support us. Other than that, I can't really think of anything else. So I've been incredibly influential.
And I've been highly successful.
And we will talk to you guys next week.